स्वस्ति न इंद्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। प्रज्ञानांशु प्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् सविष्टान् पुनरपि धिषणोत् भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुम् मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि। यो विश्वात्मा विदिज विषयान् प्राशभोगान् सविष्टान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमतिविभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगण पात्वसौ न स्तुरीयः।
कारिका 2
दक्षिणाक्षिमुखे विश्वः वनस्यन्तस्तु तैजसः आकाशे च हृदि प्राज्ञः त्रिधा देहे व्यवस्थितः।
भाष्य तामबीजावस्थां तस्यैव
ताम अबीजावस्थां तस्य एव प्राज्ञशब्दवाच्यस्य तुरीयत्वेन देहादिसम्बन्धरहितां पारमार्थिकीं पृथक् वक्ष्यति।
Vishwa, weaker consciousness, Taijasa, dreamer consciousness, Pradnya, sleeper consciousness, were demonstrated in the waking state itself. Actually, they were in the 3 states of consciousness, but they can be identified in the waking state itself. In that context, it was said that Avyakrita Pradnya is in what? In Prana. The doubt was, Prana cannot be Avyakrita. Prana is functional. How do you say so? First it was told, that is what Shruti says, Prana bandhanam is Somya Manaha. Do you mean to say we have to accept only because Shruti says? Yes? Because Shruti says you should accept or not?
Yes.
You have to accept. Suppose it is contradictory to our observation.
Still Shruti is correct.
Still, Shruti is correct. Achha. Need not every time, but you have to find out what Shruti means at that particular place. You have to please that way. Now see, we have pointed what the Purvapasha said. My dear sir, that prana is not prana. Prana bandhanam is Somya Manaha. Bandhanam means adhina. Manaha is jiva. Jiva is dependent on prana in that particular Chandogya statement. That prana words means Sadeva Somya Idavagrasi. Sat Brahma is referred to as what? Prana. This should be very careful in the Upanishads and Bhashya, etc. So what word means what? Because that is the context we have to say. It is Sat Brahma. And Sat Brahma is the word there. It says, now, then the discussion was, this Sat Brahma has no what? Ignorance. It is free from that. From it, how the Jagat emerged. So it was pointed out. Upanishads use the words for Brahma with two meanings. One with Bija Avastha, the cause Ajnana, other without the Bija, without the cause. You have to find out in what sense that word for Brahma, whatever word it may be, you may say prana or whatever it may be, sat, whatever it may be, you have to see the context, whether that bija, avidya, maya is there or not. For example, neti neti, that bija avastha is not there. So those two ways it has been what Shruti is using. So therefore, there is no contradiction in that sense. Prana in the sense of Sadakya Brahma with the Ajnana Bija is there. Now the point is that you say so, but Upanishad has not told that. You are projecting something, you are imagining something. What is that you are imagining? That Sat Brahma is with the Bija. Neti Neti, that Brahma is without the Bija. But Mandukya has not said. What is your answer? Wait. Wait. Okay. It is going to come in the mantra 7. Now, Vishwa, Taijasa, Pradnya, 3 padas out of 4 padas of Atma are defined. One more is remaining. Then everything will be clear. You know, in the Kannada there is a thing. In the olden days, when for a marriage, 3-4 days it is to. Nowadays I think Mehendi, this, that, all music concert. All mass media, okay? Mass media can thrust in your mind anything, everything, and they can make money. Okay? So that 3-4 days is there. So bridegroom's party used to go to where? To the village of bride's this thing. And generally they used to, the long distance, they used to walk. The night, at the dusk and night, they used to reach with the Petromax. Petromax kilometer. Now, villagers are curious. Who is the son-in-law? That is a big point. Who is over the shoulder of everyone? Who is the son-in-law? Somebody says, "Arey, wait! Earlier, Moka Berga." Son-in-law's face will be seen tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. Marriage is to take place. Tomorrow, why you bother? Tomorrow morning, son-in-law's face will be seen. So, like that, have little patience. So, let mantra 7 come. Turiya avastha is there. That Turiya avastha is what? Free from bija. Free from bija. That's what he said. Tasyaiva. That is abija avastha, where ignorance is not there. See, of that Tasya means who? The one who was referred as the Vishwa, who became Taijasa, and then Pradnya of that entity only, which is called Pradnya Shabda Vachya here, the Turiyatveda as the fourth pada. And what is that fourth pada state? He says, Dehadi Sambandha Rahitam. So that is totally unconnected to Deha, etc. Adi Rahitam. Again it is Paramarthiki. What do you mean the Paramarthiki? Upadhi Rahita. Totally free from Upadhis. Sthula Upadhi is not there. Sukshma Upadhi is not there. Karana Upadhi is not there. Gross, subtle, causal Upadhis are not there in it. That's the Pruthak Vakshati. The Shruti is going to tell you distinctly the Turiya Avastha, the Atma, free from the states of Vishwa, which includes Virat also, Taijasa includes Hiranyagarbha, Pradnya includes Avyakta or Ishvara, is going to point out. So therefore now, this is as far as Shruti is concerned. But my dear sir, I can demonstrate to you from your own experience. From your own experience that with that Chaitanya Atma, ignorance is there, we can demonstrate. How? Let us see.
बीजावस्था अपि न किंचित अवेदिशम् इति उत्थितस्य प्रत्ययदर्शनात् देहे अनुभूयते एव इति द्विधा देहे व्यवस्थितः इति उच्यते.
Now tell me, in sleep, where are you? Don't tell me, Chembur, such and such society. Third floor, flat number, so and so. Don't tell me. In sleep, you as the Jiva, you as the individual, where are you? Gross body you are not aware of. Subtle body you are not aware of. Causal body you are not aware of, but you are there in the body. But it is not simply causal body. Why not simply causal body? Come on, tell me. Is there something else other than causal body? Karana Sharira? What is that? Chaitanya is there. How do you say? Do you know at that time? And how do you say that Chaitanya is there? On waking up, you recollect. What you mean by recollect? You were experiencing at that time that I know not anything, including myself. That experience, at that time, you could not verbalize because what is that? Indriyas and Antakarnas were all dormant. But you were undergoing the experience. Ahankara, who has to spell out, also was what? Dormant. On waking up, that experience you recollect, right? Ahankara woke up, Antakarna got manifest, and you have got an instrument now to verbalize that you are sleeping. What is your experience? I did not know anything. What does it spell out? Ignorance. Along with that, what was there? Your awareness Chaitanya was there. That Chaitanya itself, Sat Brahma, a state wherein Sat Brahma is abiding along with whom? Ignorance. If ignorance were not there, what would happen? Desirable or undesirable? Desirable? You would have been what? Satchidananda Brahma Swarupa. You would have been the Satchidananda Brahma Swarupa. So that is, now see, having gone so close, what a bad luck. What a bad luck. And not only that, it happens every day. At least once in blue moon we can what? somehow reconcile. Every day it happens. So therefore what? Baba, take for granted. No, you have to put forth more efforts so that every day you are going so close to your Swarupa, and then what? Exile. Thrown out. Is it not? Where thrown out? Either in the waking or in the dream. But you were with yourself true Swarupa. Ignorance was there, that is what you are saying. Bijavastha api. Here Bijavastha is Ajnana Avastha. The state of ignorance can be inferred from our recollection. What is the recollection? Na kinchit avedisham. I did not know anything this year. This answer is a universal answer. Whether the sleeping person was an emperor of emperors or great person, a rich person, a healthy person, or a sick person, a pauper who was starving for a week, on the footpath he was lying down, irrespective of that, one universal experience. I slept well, I did not know anything. Come on. Two sentence statements are there. I slept well, I did not know. That I slept well belongs to who? I did not know belongs to who? Well means what? Sukha or not? Joy or not? Belongs to who? Atma. I don't know belongs to who? Ignorance. Both were there. It is proved from where? From your own experience, which is a universal experience. Iti uttitasya. Uttitasya, in the case of a person who has woken up from the deep sleep state, pratyaya darshana. Pratyaya, pratiti, experience. From the experience of any person who has woken up from the deep state, he says, I did not know anything, which reveals the ignorance. So that is a pratyaya darshana. Dehe anubhuyate eva. Dehe, in this our physical body, experienced by everyone, is not one or two persons. So anubhuyate eva, certainly it is experienced. Iti, then add there Atma. So that put in inverted comma, Tridha Dehe Vyavasthitaha. This much you put in inverted comma. Don't think where it is, etc. It is from Karika 2. It is already gone by, so much of Bhashya has come forward, therefore you may not be able to find out where it is. It is from Karika 2, the Tridha Dehe Vyavasthitaha. So Karika 2. So the Atma in the body, Tridha, in a threefold ways. What are those? Vishwa, Taijasa and Pradnya. Vyavasthita abides, iti uchyate. Now, the next two karikas. One thing for your information, those who have, of course, you may not be able to make good use of it, but just for information, those who have got Kailas Ashram book with Anandagiri Tika. The style of Anandagiri Tika is, wherever Karika is there, it comments independently the Karika. That is, Tika on what? Karika. Then it goes to Bhashya on the Karika. So therefore you have got two Tikas there. One directly on the Karikas, other on the Bhashya. I hope you know the style of Tikas. What is that? Whatever that is being commented upon, or the Tika gloss is there, whatever the words are taken, and they are introduced. Iti, from that you can make what the word is from Bhashya or the Karika. So like that, it's just for information, if you happen to be that is the style of this Mandukya Karika, Anandagiri, Tika. So first, wherever Karika is not there, it comments on the mantras and the Bhashya, the Karika. Generally, Anandagiri Tika is on the Bhashya. But here, this style has been adopted. So now, Atma as threefold Bhokta. With Bhokta, enjoyer or sufferer. One and the same Atma appears as three types of Bhokta. And one and the same, Bhoga being one and same, it is also of three types. That is what being told. As a result, the contentment of Bhoga, it can be contentment or it can be discontentment also. When contentment? When joy you enjoy. When discontentment? When you suffer the sorrow. So that also is threefold, is described in the two Karikas. Third,
Vishvo hi stulabhum nityam Taijasa praviviktabhuk Ananda bhuk tatha pradnyaha Tridha bhogam nibodhataha Nibodhata
take next also.
Stulam tarpayate vishvam Praviviktam tu taijasam Anandascha tatha pradnyam Krita truptim nibodhata
Bhashyakara is not going to help you. Because he knows what are they have taught. He says, Uktarthau Shlokam. Of both Karikas, meaning has been already given. Because all words that have come in the Karikas have been explained in earlier, from mantra onwards in the Bhashyas, they have been seen. It's a good occasion to give you a homework. Don't worry, I am not going to give, okay? But it's a good context to give the homework. How? Find out from earlier portion what is meant by what is meant by what is meant by what is meant by what. Says, Vishwaha Nityam Vishwaha Hi Nityam Sthulabhuk Taijasaha, Nityam can be taken. Praviviktabhuk Tatha Pradnyaha, also Nityam can be taken. Anandabhuk, add Evam and the word Yuyam. Evam and Yuyam to be added. Tridha Bhogam Nibodhata. We'll see this first, then we'll proceed to the next one. Vishwaha. With Vishwaha, Vaker consciousness in the sense Chaitanya identified with the gross body, not simply gross vesti body, not simply gross individual body, gross total body, which was described by Ekonavimshati Mukhaihi. Ekonavimshati, there are 19 aspects. Buddhendriya, Karmendriya, Prana Panchaka. So that is 555. Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas and Pancha Prana. Then Manobuddhi Ahankara Chitta. Manobuddhi Ahankara Chitta. There are many other things we are told, that is what that. So that is that. So, and this is Ekona Vishadamukha, common for Vishwa, common for Taijasa. Because without the physical body and its experience, you can't go to dream. It is necessary. So therefore it says, Vishwahari Nityam. Always, Sthula book. We'll see that always, what does it mean? Always. Sthula book, in the sense, undergoes the experiences of gross sense object Vishayas. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, which are grossly available in the external world. In the dream, you are hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, but corresponding sense object Vishaya is not there. It is only projection of the mind. But here, in the waking state, you are hearing. There is a sound emerging from mind. You are seeing. You are a concrete individual sitting there. So that is it. Therefore, that is, so sthula bhuk, this bhungte iti, one who undergoes the experience of sthula shabdadi, bhungte iti, and he says nityam. What is this nityam? Always. Do you undergo the experience of the gross world all the time? Yes? In sleep you undergo? In dream you undergo? Why all the time? So long as you are Vishwa, you undergo all the time. It's like this. See, Nityam is what? So long as you are waker consciousness, there is not a single second when you are not experiencing the world. That should be very clear. So that is Nityam, means so long as Atma, Chaitanya, Chit is playing the role of waker. So what is that? Stula book. Then Taijasaha Nityam Pravibhukta Bhuk. Dreamer consciousness, so long as the person is dreaming, Pravivikta Bhuk. What is Pravivikta Bhuk? His bhogas, Vishayas are distinct from Sthula. Means Sukshma. They are subtle, distinct from what? Sthula. See, look, in the dream, you were very hungry. And then what happened? You are walking somewhere. You found a good hotel. So you went and you had money and what? You had your heart's content. Full. Which food? Suppose scanning is done of you suddenly woke up and your scanning of your stomach is done. अरे कुछ उधर इडली भी नहीं है, सांभर भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं. All whatever, not a single item is there in your stomach. You know how do you say so? Because when you got up, you were so hungry. So hungry means what? The scanning is not required. You know for certain the thing is there in the stomach. If it was full, what would have happened? You won't feel the hunger. You are feeling acute hunger after such a sumptuous food in the dream, in the hotel. What does it mean? The thing is there. Do you mean to say what you ate in the dream was not true? Yes. True in the dream. Yes. So that is the Sukshma book. In terms of thoughts only it was, there was no concrete object there. Including the bill you paid because you know who is concerned. footpath, sleeping on the footpath doesn't have a 1 or 2 rupees to have a cup of tea. What is the price nowadays of cup of tea? It depends. What star hotel? What star hotel is there? Depending on that. See, once a seasoned doctor, say a patient went with a orthoped, major surgery was there. So the patients were thinking of taking to a big, what is that? Big hospital. But this surgeon was a known person, very skilled. Means he has done surgeries which can be recorded as such. But because of something, he closed his nursing home and he was in a municipal hospital where all instruments were available. He has got a free access to things. But they insisted on a better hospital. He said, look, see, on the wayside, you get a cup of tea and the same tea of the same quality where in the 5-star hotel, price differs, but what? Quality is one and the same. Quality is the same. Taking for granted, hygiene, etc. is taken care of, okay? Everything is taken care of. One and the same. So that is that. So, is that they say, someone said many years back, I had to undergo a hernia operation. Known persons where there is a GS Medical College, KM, etc., etc. So whether to undergo there or somewhere, said one of my students, she was the head of the anatomy department. See, look, if you want 5-star medical treatment, come here. If you want 5-star hotel treatment, go to a big hotels. So that is it. Because they have got all equipment. Here no problem because all are known as such. I was operated by the chief of the surgery department. He will never come to hernia. He is made for what? All complicated surgeries. But I was operated. In once, these ward boys are very this thing. Surgery कौन करता? So and so. So because he will not take such small things at all. It's very complicated procedure. So like that. So that is that. So a cup of tea with a good quality here and there, it may differ, but it's one and the same as. So that is how it says, Tridha Bhogam. Pravyukta Bhuk. Pravyukta Bhuk is what? Sukshma Bhuk. You have seen this word. What is meant by Pravyukta? Distinct from gross. Distinct from gross means what? Subtle, Sukshma. So that is what? One who undergoes the Bhoga, the experience of Sukshma, subtle thing, Prayukta Taijasaha, Taijasaha Nityam Prayukta. So long as he continues as a dreamer, he is experiencing what? Subtle bhogas only. Tatha, so also, say, Pradnyaha. Pradnya, sleeper consciousness, both Veshti, Samashti, both microcosm and macrocosm, say, Ananda Bhuk. He is experiencing what? Ananda. In the deep sleep, we experience what? Ananda. See, look, any new word here? All have come earlier. So that's why Bhashikara is not commenting. Ananda Bhuk. Evam, we added Evam Yuyam. Evam, in this manner, Yuyam. Yuyam means you all. Who are those you all? You are studying. The students who are studying this, that is, this Mandukya Karika says, Evam Yuyam, you all people, what you do, says, that is, Tridha, threefold ways, Bhogam Bhogam here is bhojya, bhogya, bhoktum yogya, that which is fit to be experienced. Vishayas, whether gross or subtle or ananda. So, bhogam nibodhata, yuyam nibodhata, you all please know. You all, nibodhata means please know. You all please know that these are the three bhoktas. Who are those? Vishwa, Taijasa and Prajna. And Bhogya is what? Sthula, Pravivikta and Ananda. Next one. That is, in one and the same body, three bhoktas have been pointed out. And there are three bhojya also pointed out. Now, based on this, three types of trupti. Trupti is what? Contentment. It can be in discontentment also. You are suffering. So this one, trupti. So that is that. So let us see what happens. Sthulam Vishwam Tarpayate. Taijasam Tu Praviviktam Tarpayate. Tatha Anandascha Prajnam Tarpayate. And Evam Tridha Truptim Nibodhata. Tridha Truptim Nibodhata. Sthulam. What is Sthula here is? Sthula Vishaya. Sthula Bhojya means gross, that is Vishayas, gross Vishayas. Sthulam. What does it do? Vishwam Tarpayate. Tarpayate means pleases, satisfies or gratifies. Here taken in terms of enjoyment only. It can be other way also. It pleases. Whom it pleases? Vishwam. The Chaitanya identified with the gross body and the gross world. So, Sthulam, that is Sthula Vishaya, it satisfies or gratifies, pleases the Vishwa. Taijasam tu, in contrast to, whereas, but Taijasam Praviviktam Tarpayate. To Taijasa, who gratifies, who satisfies, pleases, says Praviviktam, Sukshma Vishayas. Sukshma, there it is Sthula Vishaya, here it is what? Sukshma Vishayas. Subtle objects, subtle Vishayas, sense object. Tarpayate. Tatha, so also, Anandascha, whom Pradnyam Tarpayate, satisfies whom? The Pradnya. Evam, to be added there. In this manner, Tridha, Yuyam also comes there. Evam Yuyam Tridha Truptim Nibodhata. Please know that three types of contentment, satisfaction, gratification is there. How does this come? Who decides? These types of contentment, who decides? You decide? Mere desiring will not help. You have to deserve it. It is in accordance with the karma phalas adrishta. That is what? Adrishta anusarena sukhadi utpatti. based on the past karma phalas. It is not in your book. It is based on the past karma phalas. Sukha, etc. are born. What is that, etc.? Sorrow. The joys or sorrows we undergo are what? Caused by whom? Our papa and punya. Don't blame anyone. I think this is a great lesson we have to learn. Our habit is what? Make someone a scapegoat. Because of that person I suffered. It is you only cause for that. Maybe in the external world, nimitta. That person was a nimitta for that. But the final cause lies with us only. So therefore, adrishtanusarena. So that is why Vedas warn beforehand. Do this, don't do this. If you do these things, you will be rewarded. If you do these other things, you will be punished. When the decision has to be taken. Before taking action, afterwards, ayyo, what? I should not have done. That is in this life. Past life, what you know? What happened in past life? No one knows. Something. That's why we have to be cautious now itself. And that also in which life? Human life. Animal life will not work. Heavenly embodiments will not work. Do you know why? They are bhoga bhumis. You are reaping the harvest there. But cultivating where? In the human birth. So that's why this is called as the karma bhumi. Action is here. You can make yourself or you can mar yourself. That is there. And result will be depending on the law. And when it is bound to come. But when? Ishvara only knows. He has got certain laws. See, in the same garden or in the same field, you sow, let us say, 10 types of seeds, including the one coconut seed. One coconut is there. Okay. When will they sprout? Depend, same soil, same manure, same watering, everything is there. Depending on the type of the seed. And that coconuts will take 6 months. You know, not 6 months it will take. There are things, next day they germinate. After a week or so, that is there. It seems Rama as a Balarama, child, was very much impatient. What is to? He used to take a seed, make a pit and put and water, and you say, sprout has come or not? He used to say, whether sprout has come or not. So like that, very impatient. It has got its own germinating period. So karmas have their own fructification period. At times it can be kalpas, but they will never go. Except what you do. There is a trick also. What is the trick? See, medicine bottles you have seen. Manufacturing date expired. You make it expire. You make them expire. Then what happens? They will be nullified. How can you make them expire? Atma-jnana. You have to get the Atma-jnana, and then what? They become important. They become important. But anyway, Tridha Bhoga, Tridha Tripti, the 3 types of contentment or satisfaction, pleasure or gratification is what? In accordance with the adrishta, whether sukha or dukkha, determined. So what point was that? Whatever we undergo in our life, good, bad, indifferent, is occasioned by our own karma phalas. Our own karma. Even Ishvara also is that. Ishvara is only a dispenser. Or like that is a judiciary court judge. He gives the judgment according to your what the case is. This. He neither favors nor punishes. According to what you deserve, he gives. Like that, according to karma phalas, what we deserve, we get. So that means the case, what should be our attitude? Say goodbye for ever, never to what? Return where? In this Jagat, never to return. Like someone said, Satish used to say, look, don't give too much of importance to many things that have happened in life. See, how do you read the newspapers? Depending on your interest, you glance through the big titles, etc. And afterwards what? Today's newspaper is tomorrow's waste paper. Raddi. Pakoda baat. What is pakoda? Savory. Okay, ठीक. So the raddi. Of course, there are some people from morning till evening, because they have nothing else to do. Paisa vasu. So that is that. So like that, don't give too much of importance to what has happened in life. Why? We have to say goodbye. And say goodbye in such a manner, you will not return there. If you return, Marathi there is there. Yere maja magle. Same story continues. New, like that, no? New game. Nahi gulli, naya dav. You know that? Gulli danda, Indian cricket. Gulli danda is Indian cricket. No much. You just take a what? A twig of a tree and it will polish it, and a small stick and a big stick. Bale, no? That. And little, dig little, just as small. Not even a pit, little thing. And then hit it. The children, what they do, no? While playing, they quarrel. No, you are at fault, etc. And this quarrel goes on. Then some madhyastha comes, a mediator. Wait. Okay, let us do one thing now. What is that? Nahi gulli, naya dav. New bear, new game. New bear, new game. So that's it. So every life we are doing this. At least you know that you are doing. What is that? Every life means what? Every birth we are doing nayi gulli naya dav. We say we start afresh as if we are not there in the past. See, first no rebirth. Almost all religions except one, that also that their originator accept, but somehow in the institution has done garbad. See, look, we have not come for the first time in this world. How many times we have come in this world? World means not only Bhuloka, heavens up to hell. How many times we have come? Innumerable times. Why? Since when you are taking the birth? Anadi, not there. In Anadi birth, at times you would have been an emperor of emperors. At other time you might have been a beggar of beggars. Of what consequences they are to you now? Start afresh the game, is it not? Yes or no? Think. Vedanta tells you because what you are in for. Otherwise, they say what? Ihached avedi. If you have got this knowledge in this birth, atha satyam asti, well done. Nachedi havedi. If you have not got this Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana before you say goodbye to this world, Mahato vinashti. A great calamity is awaiting for you. What is that calamity? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Ya samsare, bahudustare. Next thing you not like it. That fellow doesn't believe in what? Ishvara. If he believes in Ishvara, kripaya pare, pahi murare would have told. But he doesn't believe in the Bhagavad Tattva divinity principle. Suffer. So therefore, see, don't take Vedanta as a pastime. Acha, good things are there, nice things are there. See the seriousness. You know why? Once the human embodiment slips off from our hand, Marathi saying, Hatsa sasa sodla kasa. This fellow had got a rabbit and left it. Can you get it? It will just run away. Have you got human embodiment or not? Any doubt? Don't allow it to slip away. How not to slip away? Make the best use of it. But in spite of my best efforts, what that? I am not able to get knowledge. Never mind. Send SOS calls. Who is that? He is always waiting. He is in the control room, but no messages are coming. No messages are coming. This Kali Yuga is going on. This Kali Yuga. Anyway, let me relax it. He will never relax, okay? He will never relax. Pray. I may be deficient, but he is not inefficient, okay? Ishvara is always there to help us. Only we have to seek. That's why I know. Knock the door, it will be open. He is always there. And you need not know Sanskrit prayers, Rudram, Rudram, Pursukta, etc. You need not. In your own language, in your own words, you pray. You ask, Bhagavan, please help me. I don't know anything. Submit yourself what you are. I am totally helpless. Please help me. That is what he wants. Now, I have got so many drawbacks, etc. Never mind. I am a master dhobi. You know, huh? Bhagavan is a master dhobi. You know what is master dhobi? Dhobi, you know, washerman. Master washerman. You give your all dirty mind to who? Bhagavan. But you have to give it, okay? And then what? He cleans and gives you back. So that is that. That is what is there. So that is so even though I may lack many of the requisites to gain this knowledge, but Ishvara is there, prayer must be there, love for Ishvara, devotion must be there. That is what is told in Shvetashvatara Upanishad. So you must have to get this knowledge, for which what is necessary? Shuddha antakarana, steady antakarana. Pure mind and single pointed, steady, steadfast mind. If you don't have it, pray. Take to Saguna Brahma Upasana. Take to Ishvara Upasana. Take to devotion to Ishvara. And then what? Don't stay there. Pray that what? Finally I get again this. That's only to prepare your mind. Even with that Bharadvaja listened to entire Yoga Vasishta taught by who? Valmiki. And he said, oh Guru, that is okay for whom? Rama. I am not Rama. I can't do it. Valmiki fires him because he was a very brilliant Shishya. Where your buddhi has gone? Then he says, okay, take to Saguna Brahma Upasana. Take to Ishvara devotion. It prepares the mind to gain this. So we are, can't say, is it not like that in the worldly life also? There is a friend, philosopher, a guide, or what is they say? Godfather. The usual word is Godfather. If you are really a Godfather, don't you feel secure? He will take care of it. So here not Godfather, God himself is there at your beck and call. So that is how it should be. So therefore here that is everything according to Adrishta Anusari. Now a secondary result, not main result. Main result of knowing is what? Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, Moksha. A secondary result of knowing threefold Bhokta and threefold Bhogya. What are threefold Bhoktas? Pradnya, Vishwa, Taijasa, Pradnya. Then Sthula Bhoga, Sukshma Bhoga, Ananda. If we know this, a secondary result is there, is being given now. Karika 5.
त्रिषु धामसु यद्भोज्यम् भोक्ता यश्च प्रकीर्तितः वेदैतदुभयं यस्तु स भुञ्जानो न लिप्यते
त्रिषु धामसु यद भोज्यम यश्च भोक्ता प्रकीर्तितः त्रिषु धामसु यद भोज्यम यश्च भोक्ता प्रकीर्तितः यस्तु एतदुभयं वेद सः भुञ्जानः न लिप्यते सः भुञ्जानः न लिप्यते त्रिषु धामसु त्रिषु in three dhama. Have you heard this word? Dhama. Char dham. Familiar? Char dham. That's your four pilgrimage center. Dhama means place. House also. House also is called Dhama, place. So there are our char dham are all that the thing. What are those char dham? Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedar and Badri. So in three places, what are those three places? Waking state, dream state and deep sleep state. The three places. Yad bhojam. Whatever, bhojam is what? Bhoga yogyam vishayam. Sense object fit to be experienced. We can't say enjoy because it can be suffering also as such. So that is whatever sense object which is fit to be experienced. What are they? Sthula, Sukshma and Ananda. Gross objects, subtle objects and Ananda. Yascha, again, Yad Bhojam. Further, Yahacha Bhokta Prakirtita. And the Bhokta, who is that Bhokta? Vishwa, Bhokta is one, but manifests as what? Three. Vishwa, Taijasa, Now by now, you should be familiar with the Vishwa, Taijasa, Prana. Every time waker consciousness, dreamer consciousness. Again, three words are going to come repeatedly. Grahana, Agrahana, Anyata Agrahana. We will see that. Because they are coming repeatedly. The Grahana, etc. is going to come. So he says, Yashcha, that is Bhokta. Who is that Bhokta? Vishwa, Taijasa, Pradnya. Bhokta. Prakirtitaha, so far described in the mantra, total mantra 6 and Karikas so far. Again, Yastu, the one who is what? Etad Ubhayam Veda. The entity who knows these both. What are those both? Bhojya and Bhokta. Threefold Bhokta, the experiencer. Threefold Bhogya, the sense object. The one entity who knows all this. Say, Saha Gunjanaha na lipyati. Even though he undergoes bhogas, joys or sorrows, experiences, na lipyati, is totally unaffected. Who is that? Yastu saha, yatu saha. Next time we will see. You can take it as a homework, okay? One entity, in and through, three bhoktas, who is undergoing the experiences, who is that entity you have to find out. Because one thing is sure, the entity who experiences is different from what is experienced, yes or no? The entity who knows is different from what is known. Bhogya or Bhojya. So that is that Sthula, Sukshma and Ananda are distinct from the one who is undergoing the Bhoga. He is unaffected. So that who is that entity will see that.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोकरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
Aham Brahmasmi